שלום רב וברוכים הבאים לפסטיבל הקולנוע הרומני, מהדורת 2022. אני שמחה לארח כאן את במאי מיכאי סופרוניה, במאי הסרט איש המשאלות. הראיון התקיים בשפה האנגלית. Good day to you, Mihai. How are you?
Hello. Thank you for your invitation.
I'm very pleased to have you at least online with our festival and your movie, The Wind Seeker. This is your first feature after making short movies and working and directing for television. How did you decide that this is going to be the one, your first feature?
I decided many years before. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how many years. About 10 years before I shoot it, that this is going to be my first film. I applied for finance support many times, and at one moment the windows opened, and with the support of National Council of Cinematography from Romania, from Bulgaria, and from Serbia, and also some partners who invested in film. But invested with trust, because they don't have any kind of revenue from film, but they trusted in us, and it was great because I wasn't in a rush. I knew that I will do this film at one moment, and it's good not to be in panic.
Okay. It's a very good place to be. So when you're talking about partners, one of the film producers, the Romanian one, is Libra yes. Productions, which is a very strong and important production company. How was it to work with them? And to have Tudor Georgiou yes, as your producer.
Yes. I already said, I all the time I said, and I don't know if I will do the next film with Libra. Maybe yes, maybe not. But for a Romanian film, I had everything I needed. I know it sounds crazy, but I had 30 days of shooting all around Romania in 3 seasons.
Wow.
Yes, very, very, very hard for the production. And I had very good lenses, very good equipment, and it was very hard for the production. But Tudor, at one moment, because I cut it a lot of scenes from the script, I decided, because I wanted the film to be in 1 hour and a half, and I wanted, because now it's very hard for the people to stay more in cinema, and it was hard for me, but and the producer Tudor Georgiou asked me, "Are you sure you want to cut this scene? Are you sure? We'll see, maybe." I mean, and I said, "No, we cut it." And yes, I had everything I wanted, I needed for the film.
Perfection.
Yes, it is. I know it sounds unbelievable.
It sounds too good to be true, but it happened.
Yes, no, this is the truth. This is the truth for my film. Tudor Georgiou and Bogdan Crăciun, the producers, and Nadina Dulcu, the third producer, they did everything as possible to have everything on set.
Okay, so let's talk a bit more about the movie itself. First of all, how did you choose the name, The Wind Seeker, and what does it mean to you?
You know, also in Romania, in Romanian language, but I think that also in English, it's an expression to just a blow in the wind. I mean, it means nothing, just a blow in the wind. But if you give time to yourself, if you give time to the wind, to the nature, to the things around you, things that apparently means nothing, they start to
mean something.
Yes, to mean something, and you change the universe, but also universe changes you, because the story is about a guy, a young man, who finds out that in maximum 3 months he was supposed to die. He's in a terminal illness, and he's running from everything till he gets in a remote village, in the mountains, and there somehow he forgets about death, and death forgets about him. Because when you give time to give time to breathe, to look, to smell, to listen things around you, you change the DNA, you heal. Because to be sick, and somehow we are sick of so much concrete, so much urban, and we are sick of not having time. All the time we don't have time. What are we doing? At one moment, I was asking in Bucharest, Sunday, the street was full of cars, and I started to ask people on the left, on the right. I was also in the car. Where are you going? What are you doing Sunday? I go to, and we started, and because when we have time, we do everything is possible not to have time. And especially for ourselves, all the time is something more important. And when we have time, in our times, we go in panic. I have to do something. No, sometimes you can do nothing, apparently nothing.
Apparently. Now, the movie was in your mind for 10 years, and you also wrote the script.
Yes.
The meaning of the movie we understood now, but for what you said, but the inspiration for it, was it something completely that you made up? Did you see or understand some things because you had a certain case, familiar, similar one to the character in the movie? Or was it just an artistic way to express this point you just made? Make time for yourself, because when there's no time, what happens actually?
I lost some very close people to me from I was very, very young. And somehow we think that time heals things. But it's not true if you don't deal with this. If you try to forget, amnesia is not good. Understanding is good. And I realized after many years that I have this question in me. What are we doing with the time that we still have here? Because we have this, we feel that we are immortals. This is a European way of seeing things, from Greek, from Romans, but it's a lie. And we try to do everything is possible to forget that. And that's why after we lose somebody very, very close to us, it's such a tragedy. But in normal people who respects and who are inside of seasons of nature, they know that the end is coming, and there's no panic, and there's no pain, because it's normal. Because immortality is very boring. But we somehow we decided, I don't know exactly when and how, in our culture, that we are immortals. And when we realize it, that is not like this, we are not prepared to go there on the other side. It's such a tragedy, and because we don't prepare things around us with the beloved ones, with the people we love, and first of all with us. And we don't have so much time, but it's great and beautiful that we don't have so much time, because if we realize that time is not a private property, we can use it. We can borrow it.
To use it better.
Yes. And this is the film about it. It starts like a drama, but it's not a drama, because it's a very optimistic film. I don't give answers. Who gives the answers? It's so egocentristic, not to say not a very nice word. but I give questions with this film. And it's great that so in Romania, also in Bulgaria, after Q&A, a lot of people came to us to talk with us. A lot of people. And in Bulgaria, it was crazy. I don't know, about 5-7 people. The translator was outside and they wanted to talk with me, and they spoke in Bulgarian. And they knew that I don't understand things, but they wanted to say it.
To express themselves.
Yes. And with some of them at the end, we hugged. 2 people cried on my shoulder, but it's not a drama. It's a very optimistic film. If you give to yourself time to look to the film, to understand it, and first of all to yourself. It's a provocation. The film is a provocation.
It's a provocation. It starts with the end of life, but it's about living.
Yes, and yes, about living, and you know, we live, but it doesn't mean for sure that we are alive. They are absolutely, totally 2 different concepts. And when we give time to the universe to look to us, we will be in it, and we heal.
You mentioned that you're in Bulgaria. Did the movie went to some festivals already?
Yes, it was in Transylvania International Film Festival in Cluj, and in Sofia International Film Festival, we won there a great prize for us for film, the prize of international critics, Fipresce, for the best film, and it's great because the public really loved the film, but to have also recognition from international critics, it was crazy.
Big thing. Yeah.
Yes. It's great for us, and for sure this prize will help me for the next film.
Okay. Now, can you tell us a bit about the casting process? There are great actors in your movie.
Yes, Dambor Deanu, he's a great actor. You should please go to see the film, because this actor put his soul on the plate in this film. And I told him a few times during the shooting, I need you as a human being after the film also, because at that moment he was for sure in danger to get sick, because he invested a lot of soul energy. And I met Dambor Deanu. He saw one of my shorts, The Tree is the name of the film, in a film festival, and he came after the film. He took me in his arms, and he said, a beautiful film, thank you, and he left. And we didn't become friends. We met some other festivals. At that moment, I decided to do a short film, and I was thinking who can be the actor. And I asked him, and we did a short film before the feature film. And I realized that I can work with him for real to seek things, because we also in the Wind Seeker, we don't solve things, we just seek things. It's a process that didn't end it. I talk with him also after we shoot the film every day. I didn't speak with a girlfriend ever, every day so much. Every day we talk at the phone. And Olimpia Merinte, she's a star in Romania. Also Dan is a star, he's very, very known actor.
Familiar, yes.
Yes, and I asked a friend of mine, at that moment she was the PR of Olimpia Merinte, the main character, female actress, yes. And I asked that friend, how is Olimpia? She's a star, she's got some, no, she's a lovely person. And I met with Olimpia, I talked with her just a few things. And when we've met, she came with a lot of directions from Romanian novels, foreigner novels. The character is like this, like this, like this, with a lot of pages. She wrote it about the character. And it was the first meeting. She didn't know if she would have the part, but she already prepared a lot. And this is what it means to be a professional actor.
Yes, definitely.
Also Adrian Titieni, he's also a very, very known in Romania, also abroad, because he played in a lot of very great films, Cannes, Berlin, whatever, name it. And he doesn't have the age of my character, because in the film he's an old man, but he's not
that old in reality.
Yes, he's not old in reality, and he played that old man, not so old, but who is very old because he doesn't have anything to live for. And this was our mine and Mr. Titieni project, let's say, because when you don't have anything to live for and you live in the past, you don't have that sparkle in the eyes. You don't have, when you decide that the end must come, but you don't provoke it, you wait for it in peace with you, because you lived your life and you don't need anything else to prove. And it was a great actor, and very, very generous, and very, very professional. I mean, he's also a teacher. He was a dean of the theater academy. Yes. And at one moment, I asked him very, very, very precisely things. And he was thinking, okay, it's very hard. It's like mathematics, but let's try.
Yes, his input into the movie, into the character he plays, is definitely an important one, an appreciated one, no doubt about it. What do you feel today about the Romanian film industry? Do you feel it is in a good place? Do you feel something else about it?
First of all, it's not an industry.
Really?
Yes, it's not an industry, because the financing is so poor, so little. I mean, everybody, also politicians, prizes. Romanian film is the best ambassador of Romania. An embassy needs money to work, and it's so hard to do films because the financing is so. I mean, when I talk with, I was in Estonia, and when at the film festival, and when Estonians heard what kind of money we have financing from National Council of Cinematography for films, they said, but it's impossible. How to do it? I don't know how. It's magic. It's a kind of magic. But at one moment, magic disappears. It can be like this forever and forever. It's great that Romanian film is still recognized abroad, big festivals, but it's not, an industry can't work only with festivals. We don't have cinemas left in Romania, and we don't have financing, and this is very, very, very tough for us to do films. And all the politicians are talking for a long, we'll do it, but nothing happened. It's a miracle that it still exists.
Until 10 years go by, and then and then it happens.
Yes.
So all that said, do you already know what will be in 10 years sooner your next project?
I have 3 scripts. I didn't decide it yet. I think that I decided yet. I think I decided about one. It's also about humans, love, hate. I mean, very somehow basic emotions, but somehow
the most important ones.
Yes, because somehow we are afraid to. I mean, in Romania, many people, they are not using the word "I love you" because you don't use these kind of words. A lot of people. but they feel that, and if you stop expressing yourself, your feelings, that feeling disappears.
Okay. So you want to talk about it. You want to open it up in the next movie. Okay, I wish you luck, and I wish that your next 3 movies won't take 30 years, but
yes.
they
Thank
will
you.
come out much sooner, and with bigger budgets, of course, normal budgets. And I thank you very much for your time and for your answers. And I wish the audience, they see the movie and have a nice screening, and they come out with something out of the movie. They learn something out of it, just as you wanted it to be.
Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.